right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we want to thank you for tuning in to Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watts, and my co-host will be tonight, Greg Setup out of Atlanta, Georgia, with just two Georgia boys bringing you content from Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo football team. And tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Whitaker Builders Supply, right there in the city of Jackson, Georgia, 119 Star Road in Jackson, Georgia, 30233. Hey, if you need windows, doors, roofing, cabinets, carpet, flooring, plumbing, electrical, all you got to do is just give them a call at 770-775-2086. Ask for Wayne Whitaker. Wayne Whitaker. Let him know you heard it right here. Sports Talk with B. Watts Entertainment. I appreciate it if you do that. All right? Hey, I'm telling y'all, we have a good show tonight. Yes, we do. If you don't mind tuning in, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will appreciate it if you do that. Also, don't forget, I'll come to you live again on Sunday at 8 p.m. with Raw Demand Media along with Coach Drake, and on Tuesday with the Woodland. Every time I come on, it will be 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All right? All right. So let's get this show on the road tonight. Broadcast, we're going to be talking about the second week of Coach Prime and Colorado Buffalo fall camp. And I'm finna bring on Greg, and we're gonna get this show on the road just for you. We won't hold you long, be here about an hour, and that'll be it. What's up, Greg? How you doing, sir?
What's going on?
Hey, it's Thursday, almost Friday. The weekend is here, and the weeks are going by. I think we're right at 21 days. 21 days for that first game with North Dakota State with Coach Prime and Colorado Buffalo. But this week is their second week in pass. It's in fall camp, and things are looking on the up and up. I like the things that I see, and some things I see I don't like. But they
Yeah.
still got time to work on that, and I'm sure Coach Prime and his coaching staff will take care of that. But first, I want to talk about Shadua Sandler. Shadua Sandler is is an elite quarterback. He is an elite quarterback. I think he's the best quarterback by far in the Big 12, and I think he's the best quarterback in the college football this year. But when I've been looking at him on film from Reach the People, Well Off Media, and the pregame show, I one thing I like that I didn't see last year, ball placement. Ball placements when the receiver is running toward the sideline on the left, the ball is there on his left hand shoulders, and when they running toward the sideline and right. The ball is there on his right hand shoulders of the receivers, and that's what I like. Stepping up in the pocket, look like he's comfortable. And I'm telling you, man, the dude looking sharp and look like he done got a little bigger. He has got bigger. And when the play break down, he getting out that pocket. So when you look at Shadur this year, what are some of the things that you see and you hope to see continue to progress in?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is just, I mean, I saw a clip of him, like a still shot of him when he was talking with Coach Prime. I was like, the big legs and calf muscles.
That's what I noticed.
And I was like, from behind, he's like a little Tarzan. He's probably bigger than probably most people think. Because
Right.
nobody's talking about him putting on weight or anything like that. They talk about Travis putting on weight. You don't really hear about what progress Shador made. So, it's going to be interesting. I know he's probably at least 10, 15 pounds bigger.
True.
And, he been slick working on his speed probably, when he's able to run, building muscle and everything. So I think at the end of the day, I taking those hits and everything, he probably made sure he could be able to um, take those hits, and wear and tear on his body. I noticed that lately about quarterbacks in general. I think Tua and Russell Wilson, them boys just like the quarterbacks are putting on more weight and getting bigger. That's the philosophy now versus back in the day.
Right. Why
So,
you think that's so important now? Why they switching up?
I don't know. I think philosophies changed. I think like for instance, when you was in baseball back in the day, they told you not to lift weights, like it was taboo. And then over time they started lifting weights. And I think the same thing with quarterbacks. it was like quarterbacks don't need muscle. They don't need to be able to run. You know, look at the noodle arms on most quarterbacks back in the day. They didn't have no muscle. And the smallest arms, smallest legs. They just bad built. It's like that was like the way to look. It's like you could did better, but you didn't try. You just went out there and just looked any kind of way. And I think now it's like you want to look the part too. The kickers, everybody want to look the part now, you know. So I think it's just a cultural thing, but I think also you better be able to take some hits, you know, because you getting hit by linemen, not necessarily DBs. So I think it's that too.
Okay. But also I've been looking at that receiving course against and there's some guys that's stepping up, man. That Caleb Mathis, number 13, he looking good, man. And I remember you saying that Caleb Mathis is one of the best route running sure hands a couple of months ago when you was on the show talking about Caleb Mathis, and it coming to be true.
I mean, he gonna be that. I mean, because everybody talk about how smart Trevor Williams is. I mean, Trevor Woods is. I mean, Caleb Williams is considered smart. I think he won like 4.0 or close to it himself. You know, he's
Okay.
one of those smart type students. He's been around ball like Shador, his dad. He's been around ball his whole life too. So he understands the concepts of defense, offense, and things like that. Because you even look at his little brother, how, you know, his
Right.
little dude, you know, he came out there performing. So they have the IQ and the skill set. They just smaller.
Right.
But I think what is the number 80? I think he had like an African name. He was like a freshman last year. Big number 8. That's another big body receiver
Right.
who's
Yeah.
stepping up.
I
I
remember
haven't seen a lot of Marion Miller on the
you.
clips.
I haven't either, but two players I've been seeing though. That's Draylon Miller and Cam Michael. Boy,
Yeah, I see Cam.
I didn't know Cam Michael was that big, bro.
Well, I mean, we knew they was 6'2".
I
I
know he
mean,
was
we knew he
fast,
was
but I
six
didn't know
two.
he was big.
Yeah, I mean, we knew he was 6'2". He's slim, but you know, when I see him, I can't help. He remind me of Adam Hopkins. I think he might even have the same number. You know, from last year.
Okay.
Uh,
Really?
not Adam Hopkins, but you know, Hopkins from last year, receiver
Oh,
from last year.
I
It was
think I
from
know what you're
South
talking about.
Georgia. From
Yeah,
South Georgia, he transferred, I think, to Charlotte,
right.
um, and then they
But
moved him to DB. He was a smooth, you know, Cam McHale, you know, he's a smooth, long route runner.
boy, he run. Boy,
He looked
he
better. He
man,
looked like he's not a freshman. The
he
way
really does. Both of them do. They
yeah,
both of them do. And going back to Marvion Miller, I haven't seen him. Well, I don't know if he's injured. I just don't know. Are they just keeping the camera off him?
that's
I
possible.
don't know.
I think that's possible. I haven't seen him out there because I don't know what's I don't know I know we don't see everything because I know, but I know people get injured too. They kind of disappear a
So,
little bit because I know that baby Tio he was out for a little bit and he came back.
right. And what else I was saying I liked? Oh, the running back room. Dalen Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
When Shador throwing the ball, he got good hands, and that's what I've been looking for also. Uh,
I
I,
think pretty
I
much
like
all of them. I think they all gonna be pretty much decent hands. At least the clips we seeing. But I think with the drills and stuff like they work receivers, the drills. I like the fact that they spend a lot of time on the details on the drills, like the receiver core details. That they definitely got a pro receiver coach. I mean, that's the drills. They focus on the details, catching one hand, coming out of routes. You know, just the details. So the receiving core gonna be very strong. And I don't really see the running backs necessarily doing drills as much, but they look like they pretty royal coach. You know,
right,
they look like a unit, like so consistency. And I mean, you really don't see a lot of clips of them fumbling the ball and stuff like that. So
right,
they pretty solid. That's all they need to be is solid. I know people
right,
joke about that, but like, yeah, from what you know, they don't have to be that great, but they need to be solid. And if they be great, great. But just be solid, be reliable for what you need to do. Go get your for 5 yards. If you break one, great. Get your 5 yards and make them think about you so they can't pin their ears back against the door.
But the main thing, everything, I'm saying ever since fall camp has came, number 29, Micah, number 23 in that running back room stands out. When they hit that line of scrimmage, they get through it, they gone for some reason.
But
I'm
that
not saying
hood,
that's a good run, or I be really concentrating on where the linebackers are and who the linebackers are. When that running back get through there, that's what I try to break down my film. Even though I get a hand clap to the running back, Michael, and I think it's who the other running back name was Johnson,
I
not Johnson,
mean, you talking about Auguste,
Auguste. I get them all the credit in the
but
world, but
I
when
mean,
I
I've
look
seen
at the
some runs with Hood as well. I mean, because they got a similar number and they run similar.
who,
They build similar. Hood,
yeah,
because Hood is
yeah,
26,
Hood, yeah,
that's
right.
26, 29. I think they all, one thing he's shown from a well-off perspective, they got a very fair balanced look at everybody. Everybody got some good clips. Charlie got some good ones. Hayden got some good ones. It's not like we can tell who's standing out by looking at those clips. So they all, and plus, the line is kind of letting them through. And that kind of goes into when you mentioned things that you don't like. That's what stand out to me because of last year.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I want them to tackle. I want them to get used to hitting. I ain't saying hurt each other. If y'all got to do some Oklahoma drills or whatever, I want them to be used to tackling. I don't want them to be out there arm because you practice on arm tackling.
And it's gonna transfer to the game
That's
if
what
you
it
don't.
does transfer because
I know it
you're
does.
not comfortable with taking people down. So you're gonna get there like at practice and put your hands out and reach out and tag like
You
we
do it
do.
in the game.
Because you've been that on matter if you break the tackle. So I don't think there will be an issue as much for the D line, which is great because they're gonna stop most of the runs. And I'm not even necessarily saying it's gonna be an issue for the linebackers as much as the secondary. Just tackling in an open field, you're not really getting that chance because they're saying don't hit the receivers and the running backs, you just tagging them. So, that's my only concern far as just not tackling. It's catch 22. Because on one end, you're sitting there like, okay, I don't want to hurt nobody. You see what happened to the running back down in Texas.
Right.
That's everybody's biggest, that
Fear.
you do the little booby, what's his name, Booby Miles, whatever, get hurt at practice. I know in that movie, was it Friday Night Lights or whatever, he got
Right.
hurt in
Right.
the game, but they
Yeah.
say in reality he got hurt in practice. And trying to come back too soon. But I hope that we're not seeing the tackle. I heard they do tackling drills. Hopefully we missing that. I know that every now and then the linebackers go over there and with the running backs. Hopefully I just don't. It's a time to throw it up, but not all the time. So I ain't really seen them have an opportunity to really take each other down. Not even in the fall, not even in the spring. So that's my
Yeah.
only.
I hope it's something to bite them back in the butt, man. But cause like the last year we couldn't stop and run, and that gonna be my main focus this year, especially in this first game against North Dakota State, because they gonna run the ball a whole lot, and they gonna run the ball a ton, and that gonna let me know about this linebacker group going forward.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not the linebackers because I see they with the shells on. Wester, he'll come in and hit you.
Oh
Look
well,
like Hill
hey,
Green
he
come
the
in.
only brother. He the only one that I don't see do it.
I think Hill Green probably come in and at least
Some
hold
reason
him up.
they're not showing him.
Yeah, I every now and then I see him in there, and he got a little interception.
Yeah, I saw that today. I give
But
him that.
I mean, I don't think it would be an issue as much. I think from the first level they got more physical contact than anybody on the line.
Okay,
On the
yeah, I get him.
second level, I think the linebackers they at least get to kind of get a little thud because they closer. I'm saying them secondary people who coming up playing tag, they're not getting a chance to practice tackling in the open field as much. And that's the only thing. Like they don't get a chance to come up and lay the boom because they protecting the receivers. And I don't know. Maybe that's part of that's the main thing. They don't want receivers to get hit. They definitely don't want Travis to get hit.
True.
But I seen a couple of them today come up and knock the mess out them running backs though.
Oh, you did? I ain't got a chance. I just got here running from that.
It might be from they seem like they took off yesterday or something.
Yeah,
and
I thought they
and
was on yesterday too. So
they dropping stuff for the
who
day that
podcast you see that on?
like Reach the People Needed dropping stuff that was really yesterday. They dropped it today, so I don't know how they end up getting behind today because it was like they practiced 9, and I feel like yesterday was practice 9 because they practiced last Saturday, so that was 6. Then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So they say practice 9. Wednesday was practice 9, but they didn't drop it yesterday. They dropped it today. So it's not they behind because we ain't seen practice today. We ain't seen nothing from day. They dropped the day what was yesterday. So I don't know what's going on, but I seen some of them DBs come up and hit them running backs. They start thudding them.
Okay,
Backup running backs.
okay,
They would hit them.
they were hitting them.
But it wasn't the starting ones. It wasn't like McKinney. It was like them Robinson.
Bag up.
He'll come up and bow. I said, God, I was almost like, hold up. I was like, yeah, that's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to come up and hit.
No, don't hold them up. They got to show you what they can do, man.
I need you to be comfortable with him people in the open field. I don't need you reaching your hands out of habit, and they can run all through the field.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. I know people be saying I'm too hard on Trevor Woods and Bentley, but brother, I done seen some clips, man, of them long runs. They be out there, bro, and it ain't no
They
good
patty
time,
caking.
man.
They patty caking for
They
sure.
pancakes, bro. I don't care what. I don't care
We was on
what.
the show the other day. I said,
Yeah, I did. I'm good. I said, am I the only one saying this? And everybody else kept saying, no, Coach Prime said this. I don't care what Coach Prime said that beat. That boy don't look like no Brian Urlacher. Look, man, let me tell you something,
He'll
bro.
be better out trying to
Let
be
me tell you,
Lynn.
listen, Greg. I ain't no I'm for Conroe. Every player on them. But brother, I didn't put the film out. Y'all told me, my coach told me, whatever you put on film, it ain't gonna lie. People keep looking at that running back taking out. Woo, what a run by Michael. Man, when I slow that thing down, what, Trevor Wood be out and Billy. Boy, let me tell y'all something. Y'all, hey, it's just like somebody telling me it's raining. No, brother, you pissing on me, brother.
Blow the
You
shower.
can't sit here and tell me what my. Now I know I need some glass. True that, and I got to give a shout out to my glass folks who gonna be sponsoring our show coming up football season. I need some glasses, Greg. But dog, bro, every run I see, and I will listen to a show. I think it was for the first time. I think for the second time, listen to a show on YouTube, Greg. I think it was man, what this dude show, man. Dino, I think it's Dino. It's Dino something. It was at my lunch break. And some guys that be in the chat, they was on the panel. Even Coach Ray, I think. Uh Buff somebody, Buff Dynasty, and the other person was Big LT. And I think Big Worm be on there, Big Worm. But check this out. They was talking about this, and Big LT said, I don't know what y'all see, but that linebacker group look good, me, especially Webster. And then I think Dino or somebody else said, I don't mean to call another person out on their own show, but no, I ain't dogging the show because they got a good show. He got a good show. But he said, no, all the linebackers good. But Big LT said, well, I'm just telling you about what I saw. And he saw the same thing I saw, bro. I'll tell you, if Trevor Wood, no, I'll leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone, bro.
No,
I'm just gonna wait back and
so
see.
he'll
I'm gonna
be
wait back and see, bro.
he could try to probably, and that'll be hard. He could try to be John Lynch at best. And John Lynch come up and knock your head off. Shiloh play more like John Lynch.
True.
But he could probably be more John Lynch than he'll ever be Urlacher. Urlacher was nasty. Urlacher was big too. Urlacher was like 6'5".
Man, boys ain't nobody on that team like that.
Yeah, Urlacher was big. I didn't realize how big he was. The lady got
Yeah, big old boy. Trevor Wood ain't built like that, boy.
Nah, that's a big old. Urlacher could have played defensive tackle if he wanted to.
Then somebody gonna tell me in the chat, Sunday, uh, the linebacker from Carolina. I said, how you gonna compare him to that? That boy, my favorite player, Luke Kuechly. Boy, ain't nobody on Colorado got a linebacker like Luke Kuechly. Luke Kuechly can go sideline to sideline and beat your butt up in that pocket and bust your tail with that running ball. They ain't got
I'm
no linebacker like that right now.
gonna be real with you. Like
Somebody please be real with me.
he tried to amp up Trevor Wood. I think
Don't
Trevor
fake me
Wood.
out now, Greg, like the rest of them do.
I,
I know you ain't. You're a judge. Me and you a judge, but don't play with me. Tell me
I
what I
told
see.
you,
Tell
from the jump that Trevor Woods would be a red zone linebacker. He like to sit back and get long and catch them interceptions in the red zone because he's not really good at coverage in the open field, but in the short field, he can cover better and he can be a red zone linebacker. He can be a hybrid. And that's when he get the interceptions the most. But
True.
when they come up and fill in the hole, you ain't gonna see that.
He can't read.
He ain't finna go in now.
I know he ain't.
He'll be up in that playing patty cake and the ball go up the other
That's what he
side.
been doing.
I told y'all,
And Bentley.
don't put him and Bentley there together because they're similar. They're reading
Bruh.
the style of linebacker. They're not as fluid, like sideways. They first step is they. When I played linebacker, this what I only go out without. I was old school. We focus on fundamentals, so especially with your partner, like when you're the linebacker, especially in the type of defense where you got your middle, you got your maybe your weak side linebacker, whatever, depending on what you're running, 3-4, even 4-3. Like those linebackers gotta really be on the same page because if they not, and that's what I saw last year, like they will both be so close. Like, how do y'all end up so close together? You got to maintain your space because you got an assignment for one. You lined up. If you lined up right, y'all should never be that close together. Because somebody, your pursuit on the backside is supposed to be complementary to your partner and to the rest of the defense. So it should never be a point where you on top of each other ever. Like, I don't care what the ball is, y'all should never what the ball bounce back. Y'all running into each other. I'm trying to go pursue the running back. I'm running into you. Like that same distance, it's supposed to move like a typewriter. So when I see both y'all running the hole, y'all right beside each other, or y'all have the same tendency, like I want y'all to move together parallel. I don't want y'all to move together vertically because it's impossible.
Right.
Because the ball only in one hole. So how we both running straight? Like one of y'all blind. You see what I'm saying? And we never should be running to the same hole. So if I'm attacking here, it's kind of like you replacing me in a sense. We should never be like both running into the hole. Like y'all both blitzing. Did y'all both read the wrong
And
hole?
they going through the B gap every time, and the running back going through the A gap.
Yeah, it's like y'all both take off that way, and then the ball end up coming off. Neither one of y'all hole. Like one of y'all gotta be.
Exactly. One of you saying the same. You seeing what I'm seeing, Greg? I see the same thing, my brother. Both of them attacking the B gap at the same time.
It look like they both
blitzing.
Like ain't nobody scraping. Ain't nobody
even they wrong or the DC coordinator wrong. Somebody wrong.
No, they just two people I couldn't trust to be on the field at the same time because somebody supposed to be scraping and somebody supposed to be actually in the hole where the ball is. Like yeah, you see what I'm saying? If the ball, if I'm
I know exactly what you're saying.
Oh, let's say it's a fullback or a tight end or somebody pulling a guard or somebody pulling. If I attack the hole, I'm plugging and taking on the run, right? That's gonna make the running back either try to bounce back where he came from or try to bounce it out. So that backside backer got to be scraping. He got to be scraping. We both can't go vertical because if he bounce, ain't nobody over there outside. The other linebacker supposed to be scraping here. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be because y'all already supposed to be moving the same direction.
Like Winfield White.
Go up, one here, one there. You see what I'm saying? But y'all all supposed to be moving. You don't supposed to both just go, ugh. Like you just defeated the point of being linebacker because ain't nobody else at the second level. Y'all both at the first level at the same time. Brother. That's not logical because unless we run in the same hole and that ain't supposed to happen either.
And on Twitter, man, I was on there on Twitter. I said, man, I don't know what y'all saying. Y'all applauding that run, but I'm finna applaud. I'm finna applaud this. I'm finna deplaud this linebacker group. They gonna say, oh, BWatts, that's just one play. I seen them same play last year.
I don't like when people say stuff. Now I know people ain't playing no linebacker when they be like, yeah, linebacker got a gap. They got a gap. Like, oh. What do you mean they got a gap? The D line got a gap.
They the only one got a gap.
You know what I'm saying? But the linebacker, you gotta be filling the holes that's left. So and then they tried to complicate it last year, like, well, you know, in this game they got 2 gaps. That shouldn't confuse you. It didn't confuse Juju. It should confuse you because you scraping. You see what I'm saying? You scraping to the ball. You going to the ball. You're not going to a freaking gap. You may line up in a gap just from a line up perspective. You know, you just don't line up anywhere. But
right.
This ain't. I can't say this is my gap and the ball go over there. I'm just gonna run into this gap.
Yeah, that's right. They would look like they were doing, Greg. That's what they all saying.
I'm in my gap. What you mean? You scraping down the line to help back up the other back over here.
That's the only problem I got with this defense. And Big Warren said the same thing I told my brother. If I was an offensive coordinator, I would run a trap and counter play on them 2 every time, and I'm gonna get 5 to 10 yards. Ain't nothing they can stop. Once I take care of your defensive tackle, it's gone.
Well, I say there's 2 things you don't want to do as a linebacker. You don't want to commit to the hole before you know the ball there.
Okay, hold on then. I'm glad you said that, Greg. I'm finna show you something. You remember that picture we played for 3 weeks? I'm finna show you this video. And I want you to what you just described is what's on this video and what you didn't want to see.
I never consider failure because I'm too occupied with the shit.
I deleted Greg. I got they gave me a hard time about it. I deleted, but I just want you to play. You just described.
You don't want to be a linebacker because one, like you said, all those counter and all those read options, RP, whatever you want, all these different things. You don't commit until that ball gets handed off. Not you think it's getting handed off, not because you think it's your gap, because what you just did. See, what as a linebacker, what you don't want to do is make yourself a lineman.
True.
Like you are a linebacker. That means if anything get through that line, you are the backer of that line. If
that's what that word means.
On the line, we don't have no linebacker. So if anything kick out or some slide through, the second line of the fence gone. Now Shallow leading the tackles. You see what I'm saying?
Again,
so you got to stay behind back. Read. That's the point of reading. Read, then attack. You don't go in the line for another reason. You don't go in the line, fool, because you're already undersized, especially a Trevor Wood. You already complaining about, well, I'm only I played at 180, 190 last year. Well, I don't care if you was 215. They 315 pounds.
That's right.
They arm way more than you. They clothesline you. Oh, that big old tree trunk arm. Your advantage is your quickness and speed. Why would you make a big Warris not have to move his feet to come to you? You go to him. You're making it easy on him. You're gonna run to him. He ain't gotta move. He ain't gotta chase you around. You're gonna go run to him. Make it easy because now you coming to him. All you gotta do is put them big arms out. Now you gotta fight off them tree trunk. Now you doing this, and the ball coming through the hole. You don't. One thing
that was on the video.
Webster ain't finna let you block him.
Never. They keep telling me he's too small.
Get blocked. You gonna come? Everybody be talking that stuff. I that's another thing I keep hearing. People keep saying stuff like, "Well, you know, we better because you know our D line better because them linemen don't come to the second level. They don't come to the second level. Our dumb linebackers was going to the first level. It wasn't a lot of second level going on. It was them going to the first level prematurely or just inaccurately. It just was inaccurate. You know, so that's your key as a linebacker is don't be too, you got to be patient. You can't be too ready because all they got to do is pull that ball. And that's why them drags and all that other stuff coming right where you left at. See, you stay your butt where you are, they can't run all them drags.
She said, "What?
All them drags works because I wasn't there. I keep saying linebackers there. Trevor Woods should have been picking off all them balls last year. They going, your discipline is not there. You running up there playing patty cake. They run these 2-yard, 3-yard drags right where you was. You had no business being up in there unless you was blitzing. And when you blitz, you better get to the quarterback because you just took away our second level. So it's a gap between our first and our third level, and that's why they dragging.
We know he ain't gonna get there because he ain't got the speed, man.
Drag, slant, drag, and you wonder why everybody was doing that. That was the linebackers.
Exactly. Exactly.
Linebacker.
I know, bro. That's the only thing I don't like about Colorado right now. I don't like the linebacker.
I played safety, corner. He didn't even play corner. I go out there corner, play man. Now I come in the box. And I know, and I get in that box, and I dare you to throw the ball.
Man, it's just Mr. Johnson said, what linebacker would you place there? I would put Hill Green,
and
Webster, Johnny Chainsaw Chain, or JB.
My starter would be Hill Green and Webster.
That's who I had to go with.
You know why?
Because both of them do things different.
They perfect combination of
style. That's what I'm saying.
And skill set. Webster is very slippery, and if you don't pay attention to him, he'll eat your lunch. Hill Green is a veteran, bigger size, traditional, closer to traditional linebackers. Skill sets is totally different, but he's very experienced.
Right.
Played in the Big Ten.
Yes.
He's experienced. It ain't too much. He told you when he came in, he gonna watch a lot of film. He gonna always everybody talking about Trevor Woods smart. He's smart. He was the one who was talking all smart and talking all the talk. He is our version of Juju this year. He's the guy like when Juju came in, coach was so impressed about how much he knew and how he knew all the different. Juju was a 5th-year guy. He was experienced.
Right.
Hill Green is our Juju this year, except he been there. He ain't just getting there. And he's bringing experience. I want that guy on the field at all times. But Webster just a wild card. You saw he came in and that video you saw, you saw he just come out of nowhere.
That's how came out of nowhere.
Webster he's a risk taker. If you look at his film, he will undercut lineman, he will go underneath. You won't stay over top. If he see you a big slow lineman, he'll go underneath you, but he gonna make that tackle. Because if you don't make it, you're in trouble. Because remember, you're supposed to be scraping.
Yep.
You go underneath, you better make that tackle because that man cut back. Nobody over there. You see what I'm saying? Y'all both moving like that. If I got Hill Green and Webster right here, if Webster moving with Hill Green, he cut, then they gonna cut right back where he left at and he gone. So them linebackers gotta play together on the same plane. You gotta play on the same plane, and it can't be at the first level. Because they call that getting caught up in the wash. You down there with a bunch of gorillas.
Down there with a bunch of linemen.
And they holding you. They got you up on the
exactly what they doing.
You ain't no good. You can't make no tackle.
Can't do that. Coach Dre said last week, he said, well, I don't care what kind of linebacker, who playing linebacker. Once them big linemen get up on you, ain't nothing you can do.
If they get their hands on you, they gonna hold you. So don't complain about being held. You better learn how to do like you go take the BJ Green class. They hold you like somebody choking you. Trap your arms down on their wrist, get their butt down, and they'll stop holding you. They'll stop holding you. They're gonna break their wrist. That's why I hope they listening. If they hold you, don't do this crap here. Try to reach over. They got you right there. Put your arms over top of them and push down. Either they gonna let go of you. They finna break their arm, their forearm, everything finna be broke. And just go down. Just go down. They ain't gonna keep holding you. That's a nugget from Greg said. I hope somebody shared. Greg showing y'all what to do. He ain't gonna get held. You're right there. Go down, and you gonna either let go of him, or you gonna break your arm, or you gonna go down to the ground with him because your arm is on him. It's finna break or you going down. So, but linebackers shouldn't be in that situation. I want you to come to the second level. You know why? Because you just created all kinds of doggone situations. Because think about it, you out of rank at this point. If I go down now with you The center right there, the guard right there, the tackle right there. What's going to happen to me? I might mess around and get double teamed.
That's what gonna happen.
The center ain't really, a lot of time, he just lurking. He ain't really got nobody. He helping out.
Yeah, he helping out on either side.
I'm go down there and make myself like a lion in the jungle. You finna make yourself lunch meat. You finna make yourself lunch meat. But if I lure him up there, if I lure him to me, if he have the nerve to come at me and I see him, it's two things. He don't know what's behind him. I do. He reading me, right?
Right.
You know what I used to do to linemen? I make them look so stupid. If the ball going this way, and the lineman, he trying to read me, I go here. He gonna go that way and give me a clip out to the running back.
That's a good move.
He think I'm going after the running back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He is blind to what's behind him. So I simply just make it look like I'm going there. Like you running the route or whatever, and he gonna react to that. But he don't know the running back over here. I just took you out of play.
True.
So when I got a lineman on the move, that he's at his weakness. He's not mobile. I'm mobile. If I go to him when he don't have to move, I just eliminated my mobility and I just made it easier on him.
Right. That's true.
So that's what they got to realize, you know, as a linebacker, what your strengths and what your weaknesses are. If you keep running up down to the line, you're playing against your own strengths. And anybody who think they're talking football, they're going to think, oh, I'm filling the hole. You're not filling the hole where the ball ain't at. You're not playing gap assignment. That's the D-line job.
Yeah, but like I was saying, man, that's the only thing I'm kind of worried about, the linebacker combination, man. I'm sure once the game gets started, they'll figure it out. But I still think that front seven gonna hold his own. And I like the defensive back. I like how they playing up tight, man. They playing that man to man. They bumping the run out there, especially in that practice. They bumping the run. They up on him. Colton Hood, and he gonna be a good.
Somebody made a comment saying something about a blitz. I clearly differentiated between the blitz because the blitz is a blitz. Blitz ain't reading. Reading ain't blitzing. And you're not blitzing every play. So you shouldn't be playing patty cake every play. If you're blitzing, you're blitzing. That means you're blitzing. You better get to the quarterback. You just soften your defense. It's one less guy at the second level. So if that line pick you up, you ain't really benefiting your team. But it's no way when you're not blitzing, you should be down there unless the ball is there. And then they say, well, can you plug the hole? Can you use the other O lineman to plug the hole? You tell me. You tell me. I mean, when you look at the fact that when you froze up, ain't you?
Nah. So somebody was texting me. I was just trying to.
Yeah, when you as a linebacker, it's hard to plug a hole with a 300-pound lineman.
Right.
You ain't plugging crap. You better be able to get off of them. You better be able to get off them and make that tackle.
Yeah. But hey man, we 3 weeks away from North Dakota State. We 3 weeks away, Greg. I don't know what you expect, but I expect us to jump out on, like you said, fast.
You better.
I expect them to jump out on them fast, man. I don't think the North Dakota State. I don't think they know what's coming to them.
Look here, you better. I mean, they don't have enough weapons. They have some weapons. I think they're a good balanced team. I think that what most people mess up with Colorado, I think they just don't understand the depth and the diversity of weapons. I mean, they don't understand. I think people confuse us with fans. Like a fan only can see from their perspective. They don't necessarily well, we got a good receiver. Everybody got a good receiver. That's not what I'm talking about. I think people fail to realize that it's an anomaly, I think, from how Coach Prime built this team. And really, they could have pulled a lot of things off last year better if they had better line play. I think people really saw
Right. On both sides of the ball. Yeah.
You didn't really get to see how talented Colorado is because they neutralized them in the trenches. You didn't really get to see Shador at his greatest against Sat 50 times and pressure every play. You didn't really get to see him really be him because he didn't get time to get the ball to the receivers like he would. His receivers was open, but they were sacking him. So you think he did something last year. Imagine he actually had more time to get the ball. So the weapons, it's like you neutralize Shador's weapons when you make sure he can't get the ball to him. So that I think that when people get to see him get a time to get the ball to his weapons, you will really see how many weapons he actually have at that point. And that's when you say, "Oh shucks, we can't cover all these people." Like they
don't have North Dakota State is. I don't think it's gonna be the game they're gonna judge Colorado this year.
I don't think most of the teams can't, but I know it's gonna be a challenge for them. It's gonna be a challenge for Nebraska. It's gonna be a challenge for Colorado State. It's gonna be a challenge for most teams. I hear that certain teams were stronger in defense, like I think maybe they said Kansas State. You know, certain teams.
I just don't see Kansas State. I don't see that.
I mean, just for the region, I mean, the conference that they're in, I think that was more known.
The team I see they're gonna give Colorado a good. It's gonna be a slow play. It's gonna be Nebraska that first half.
I mean, that's possible because of the fact that it's the second game. They're playing at home.
On the road.
They're gonna be hyped, you know, stuff like that. But I think at the end of the day, it's just firepower. It's just firepower. People don't realize that, like, Shador ball placement is so ridiculous.
Yeah, it has improved, brother.
Yeah, and you know that's always been his thing. You know, his thing and his placement. And when you have receivers who get open, that's a problem. Like, you know, Travis gonna get open. You no matter who you playing. You know, Wester gonna get open. No matter who you playing, them two gonna be open. And you know, when you add those big body receivers in there, like a Will Shepherd, you know, when you combine that to the quickness and just the agile and the, you know, getting open, it's a problem because that's two different dynamics. Like, if you can just throw the ball up to Will Shepherd, because that's what he specializes in, those one-on-one jump balls. Eventually, the team's gonna have to get him some over-top help because they just ain't gonna just let Will Shepherd just run these go routes because that's what he specialized in.
So you think they're gonna do him? So they're gonna have to double him?
They're gonna have to have help over top.
That double, boy.
Unless they got like a team that's got like a Travis Hunter at cornerback. And
nah, boy, ain't no.
I'm saying it's gonna have to be a team that got like a stud at cornerback who they just feel like can go, and that's fine because then now what you gonna do with Wester?
That was gonna happen.
That mean that safety gonna have to help out that slot or that nickel or whatever to cover that. So either way, it's a problem because okay, you got that's the best case scenario for a team. They got a stud at cornerback,
right?
They got some help over Wester, but then they gotta figure out what does Colorado say. Okay, y'all want to play chess? Y'all want to play checkers? We're gonna play chess. Now we're gonna put Travis one-on-one on the other side. Now pick who you gonna double team. Is you
gonna hurt him, boy.
Travis, or you gonna double team Wester?
Right. That gonna hurt him though.
So I'm saying we have too many weapons that are, you know, pretty dynamic from a playmaking ability. Like they can hurt you. Like Wester can hurt you. Wester can score 3 touchdowns in the game. So Travis. So
who it is? What he said? He said Grit said, "Hey, BWatts, did y'all see the USC podcast one because they tired of waiting on Juju and they said they're moving on to another quarterback?" Yeah, I saw that.
They losing players left and right out there.
Yeah, I think that coach might be on hot seat. You think?
Huh?
You think the head coach on the hot seat this year?
whatever CD on, I mean, the players is jumping, and nobody want to get on a burning ship. So the more unstable it is, the less likely why would Juju want to go out there? It's a burning
Right.
ship.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting out there. But Colorado, man, like I said, when you look at the defensive side of the ball, that line, boy, to keep him, boy, that Joe got a motor, boy. He got a motor, man. He got a motor, Greg. To be a big dude like that, him
They
and
gonna
McNeil,
well see they
them,
underdogs. Nobody ain't talking about them. They
they're
ain't
not those.
nobody respecting them, and they gonna be the main ones who disrupt the game, especially the first half of the season, until people figure out who they are and start making plans for them, because they gonna be terrorists. I told you, Matt Neal, I wouldn't be surprised to feet right there. They gonna lead in the sacks because everybody gonna be worried about Okinola and BJ Green and all them coming off the edge, and they're gonna be like, God, who is this tearing us up in the middle? They just Enoch quarterback.
Right.
And because they're gonna be trying to think about who gonna help get BJ Green on the edge. That's what they're gonna be thinking about. They got to, because these the first team all conference. You know, you can't not prepare for him. He was leading in pressure last year. They ain't going off of well off. We got a bigger picture than them. All they know is the stats and the reputation of BJ Green.
Right.
They gotta play, they gotta respect that. The problem is you put Matt Neal right next to him. Which one you gonna double? It ain't gonna be Matt Neal.
Mm.
And if you do double him, BJ Green gonna be in that corner.
Man, it just
Tight.
matters.
He bend it tight. He bend it tight. He
Real tight, yeah.
running lane.
Yeah, he real tight, bro. He real tight. He ain't going all the way around. He cutting that lane. He cutting it off.
Right. He cutting it
He
tight.
cutting that angle off.
So, you know, when you look at that, again, you playing chess or checkers with them. And I think to stay in the same situation on the other side of the ball.
Yeah.
That's more than likely gonna be one of them big dudes gonna be over there in that.
Sam Oglocker, and then you got Dayon Hayes.
I think Hayes gonna be alternating somewhere. I don't know. I think that depending on how they move their front or whatever, I think he gonna be more similar alignment to what we seeing with McNeil.
Hayes?
I just think, I mean, they don't play necessarily the same position, but I mean, I think they're gonna be on the same side of the ball. I think he gonna end up on the same side over there with BJ.
Who?
Hayes.
The defensive end that transferred from Pitt.
I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna use him differently.
On the line, right down in a 3 technique.
You got to remember, I don't think they're gonna be putting their hand in the dirt all the time.
Oh, okay.
I just keep saying them like UCLA. At some point, I just see them standing up. Everybody's standing up. Could you imagine him over there on the same side?
Oh, wow. Great. On the same side as BJ Green. That's a good one, that one. I got to see that one.
I keep saying it.
Who's gonna be over? Who's gonna be
They all
line?
moving around.
Who's gonna be lying over the Tiger then? The guard.
Who?
On that side.
It could be either one of them, because you know they run it. You see how they running those twists, right?
Right.
So he can line up, but he gonna still end up out there on the edge. So you know it's just hot. So he can line up. BJ Green can line up on the inside. Hayes can like the end twist. You see how they practicing those twists.
Right. Yeah, I saw that.
The outside is inside and the inside is the outside. Right. But imagine now one of them putting their hand in the dirt. They both standing up. And you confused.
That's gonna be interesting, man.
We gotta have that kind of stuff going on. Like, we just can't go out here and do no traditional crap. And this guy only lines up here, and this guy only plays this position. He give them different looks. Well, is he really lined up at nose? Is he really? And he gonna end up way up. He gonna end up out way. But I mean, it's like, and you know why you can get away with this stuff? Because remember, if we up 14-0, 21-0, what's about to happen? You got to think about what position are we planning to put teams in that's used to typically running the ball. So that's you got to think about scenarios and all that. Like we're gonna have opportunity to go after them quarterbacks because they're gonna have to throw the ball at some point. If you're gonna keep up with the it's not gonna be a lot of tit for tat. 7-14 for the third quarter. So we're gonna be able to put teams in situations they're gonna have to throw the ball. We don't want to be one-dimensional. We shouldn't be one-dimensional. Like I already told you, if we ain't scoring 35 plus a game, all that high power offense and number one quarterback, what is it for? So that's at least 5 touchdowns a game.
Right.
Well, I said 4 to 5, right?
Yeah, you said 4 to 5. I remember you saying that every game.
And that's being modest because that's including the run game.
So that's being modest.
Now, I said do it throwing 4 to 5. That ain't including.
They ain't got the running game
and stuff like that.
Right.
So I'm saying they should be scoring 35.
Man, if Colorado scored 35 a game, and with that defense they got, they're gonna go undefeated.
But why is that far fetched? Do you remember the first half?
I didn't say far fetched. I'm just letting you know.
No, I'm just saying that bad offense last year was their average last year. People don't forget.
I know it's their average, but they were kind of struggling at the end now.
That was the end. I said the first half of the season, their average was in the mid-30s. But once, the back end, Shador was wobbling around. He was already hurt. He made his base. He claimed he hurt his back in that game against was UCLA. But remember, before that, he had like an ankle was hurt, his knee was hurt, and then it was a back at the end. We found out at the end of the season he had a cracked back. But he had already was limping around and all that stuff. So he was immobile. By the time we got to really probably right around that Stanford game, his mobility was shot. He took too many hits at that point.
Right.
Because remember, he had started running the ball and everything. So when you look at it, they were scoring that. When you look at TCU, Nebraska, even though he was doing all them shootouts, it was because they were scoring. Them overtime they was going in, they were scoring. It wasn't no overtime 7-7, 14-7. It was 30 plus points. Now on the back end, if they had a score like they were scoring in the beginning on the back end, they would have won at least 3 of those games.
I'll give you that.
Because the defense did keep them down below 30, but then they stopped scoring 30. But they stopped scoring 30 because Shador wasn't healthy.
Right. Yeah, he was in.
His line was working.
Right. Yeah, they were pretty bad, Greg. We got some comments I'm trying to get out. What is Elena said? Hey, Greg and BWatts, write this down. Michael Webb will lead the team in rushing by TDs end of the season. Okay. All right, especially in the red zone. Remember, Allen said Scoba. All right. Who it is up here said, "Sup, Yahweh? What do y'all think about them moving the offensive line around like that? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's a good thing. Gonna be a long season, Yahweh. Never know who's gonna get injured. I think Big Jordan C know that the right Tigers. So
I think they're trying to find out
They're trying to find out who work good together, I believe.
But I also think I was just thinking I wouldn't be surprised if Benson get kicked out of a game like Colorado State. And what does that do? Like usually when one guy get hurt or kicked out of a game or something
Why
like that.
Why you think Billy don't get kicked out?
He gonna fight somebody.
Oh, okay.
Somebody. I know what
somebody gonna pick a fight with him.
If it was me, I would be send somebody there to try to provoke him to fight. Like especially somebody go hit the quarterback just to provoke a fight because they gonna play mind games. They're watching you on the well off and all of that, and they banking on the fact you're gonna be undisciplined. They can't beat you, so they're gonna play mind games. So I hope they know that. So They're gonna try to provoke you to get in a fight if they feel like they can.
Wow.
So I'm saying if somebody like him end up getting ejected or something, does that throw your whole line off because he your only right tackle or your
Right.
only right guard? Nobody
Yeah, that's
else ain't
good,
got
man.
no reps there. He got all the reps there. I
Right.
ain't just my second team. I'm talking about nobody ain't never played on the first team next to Tyler Brown. They only played next to the guy at the second team. So if they all had a chance to play with each other in different positions, it positions us to be able to, injuries pop up, whatever combination we go in, they don't all experience that combination. I should only play next to Tyler Brown, but I ain't never played the Jordan Seaton. Jordan Seaton should only play if the right tackle go down and we need a tackle, we need to move him to right tackle. Put somebody, he should know, he should be comfortable to the point where, you know, he's not only comfortable with the position, but comfortable with that person.
Right. That's key.
Because we don't see Tyler Brown play right guard. We don't see him play left guard. Now he playing right tackle. Tyler Brown ain't never had that many looks.
Right.
We don't see Benson play everything but center.
True.
On both sides of the ball. He started off right tackle, then he went to right guard, then he went to left tackle, then he went to left guard, now he back to right guard. So I think it gives us an advantage because if somebody get hurt, if we have to shift things around, it won't be a shift because I don't practice here, and I don't practice next to you, so it won't be odd. Like, oh, this week we had to throw something together with a group of people who never played together.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Nobody can say. You know what's smart about it? Again, they playing chess. They showing this mess on camera. Who do you prepare for?
That's a good thing. Like I said, they control the narrative.
Left tackle, but do you really?
Right. You just don't know. You know. Yeah, I'm sure they watching. Like,
and they might be slick enough with it to change it. Well, any team play them in a week, don't know. Because we watch them all summer switch around. By the time they play us, the guys might be in different positions, depending on who we playing. They might say, you know what, this game, I like Benson. They might be so unorthodox because the defense already told you they willing to be unorthodox. They might be unorthodox enough to say, this game, Benson playing right guard. But next game, he playing right tackle. That's unorthodox. This game, I like this matchup. I like him at guard. I like this matchup right here.
Right.
Him against this guy right here. We finna run all day right here. We're going to run right off of Benson. I like this matchup.
Right.
You ain't seen that before. They might be doing that. That's why everybody like, your linemen don't supposed to move around like that. That's unknown. That you might move other people, but they might be. Defense do it. We just talked about the defense do it all day. They move people all over.
That's interesting. Because, like you said, never know who's watching. They could be game planning for Benson at right tackle.
And then they mess
and
around.
they throw him in at left guard. They say, hey, wait a minute, man. What's going on here?
Everybody too. Like playing chess.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Oh, he got these weaknesses. And then the next day you come back well off with the fans. Right? Left tackle?
You're right.
What is this?
Yeah.
You can't game plan when you don't know what position they gonna play.
Hey, you're right, man. Hey, I want to say hello to my friend, Dr. Angela McIntyre. If y'all ain't busy, go there on her YouTube page. She's a inspirational. She gives inspirational tips and topics. Give a shout out to her. What's up, Swag? What you said? Swag Boss said, Greg said it. All right. Miss Johnson says, CU will resemble a NFL team. You might be right there, Miss Johnson. Might be right. It's gonna be hard to figure this. Gonna be hard to figure this team out.
Because all them linemen don't play 3 different positions. The only person I haven't seen play all the positions is Mayers. I've seen him play both guards, I think. But Jordan Seaton don't play both tackles. But Tyler Brown and Benson don't play 3+ positions.
Right, all but the
This
center.
played all of them.
Yeah.
Now all I know, I want to see Tyler Brown get some reps at center. Since we at it, might as
He
well.
probably already have.
I know he was during the spring.
You just ain't
I
seen it on film.
want a third string center, and I want it to be Tyler Brown because we might have to throw him in there for get some beef up in there.
Hey, they might already know did. It might be doing. We just ain't seen it.
I hope so because he need to get him a 4th position too.
Then you can throw in Big Kirkland.
Heavy set.
Boy, like I said, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting.
Big yo-yo up in there.
Oh, I forgot about Big Yo-Yo.
You ain't moving yo-yo like that.
No, boy. Every Tyler Brown gonna be hard to move like that, boy.
Yeah, but yo-yo stood Barnes up.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Twice.
Yeah. Yo-Yo back in the day, they said, boy, you cock strong, boy.
He better be on the field goal team.
Yeah,
when they coming out through the middle, he better be locked up, legs crossed right down that. He better have yo-yo at that guard on that field goal team. I know that.
Yeah, man, Big Pancake.
Both of them.
Yeah, Big Zach Owens Pancake.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Like I said, man, we ain't got long, man. We ain't got long. It's be right here before you know it. But well, man.
Pancake. She's a pancake.
She said, flapjack. Yeah, big flapjack, big Zach Owen, 6'8", 370 pounds. Good gracious, what? That's gonna be tough.
Boy.
Yeah, it is, man. So, yeah, I think Colorado gonna sneak up on some folks, man. And people out there spraying, that's lying on the team. Now, you seen that article came out about that guy? He out there just making up stuff. Yeah, I saw it going on the boat. They fighting in the locker room.
I don't know what football team don't fight in the locker room.
I said, man.
Wrestling, fighting, everything.
They do it all, man.
Especially that open space. Open space for everything right there.
Yeah, this guy is crazy, man. He just trying to get. I don't know, man.
I told you, man.
I don't report on stuff. I don't like reporting on that negative stuff, man.
They ain't took a break off the line the whole offseason. They don't got a new lie every week. The whole offseason. They don't have a new lie every week. The whole offseason.
Yeah, they do, man. On Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo. I said they can't even bring a cell phone into me. How they gonna get all that stuff in the locker room? Shit.
Is that scrapped up?
Yeah, they were talking about defense. He said, man, they talking about even scrap, man, you scrap.
All the kids know. They the one who say that. All the kids know what that means.
Yeah, they know what that means, man. You talking about a culture. He just lost, bro. He got that old mentality, man. He lost.
That ain't no old dude.
They try. I know it, but you never know for him, man. From where he been hanging around and reporting on, he ain't did no research. He ain't asked no questions. He just throwing it out there. Went out there on Dan Laboratory Sports Channel that throwed it out there.
Hey man, you ain't seen nothing yet. If they don't be the way from if they waiting for somebody to accept them. If they go out there and lose, they're gonna get dogged out. If they go out there and win, they're gonna throw every kind of move that goalpost, try to find something negative to say. It ain't no winning with this. Like they showed you who they are. If you think you're gonna convince them to like you or respect you, we seen that Jackson State. You right. Be undefeated. Game 6. Oh, I bet you won't win this week. Game 7, but I bet you won't win this week. Game 9, you'll be all the way in the championship. I bet you won't win the championship. They're gonna keep going
till you lose, so they can have something to talk about.
And if you win, I bet you can't do it next year. I bet you can't repeat it. Next year. Yeah. Your son, your daddy ball gonna be gone. What you gonna do without your son? You only
Prime gonna leave. Prime ain't stand up there for that.
You without your son, you ain't. You put all the quarterback. You put all your chips in one quarterback. You ain't got no good backup. I mean, it's the goalpost gonna be like.
They can't win, bro. They ain't gonna be able to win.
Of the ball. You can't win. Travis had to win all the games. I remember they said in Jackson State. Travis got to win all the games. He got to catch all the touchdowns and cover all everybody. What you gonna do without him?
Right. It's gonna be interesting, bro. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be hard to beat these guys, man. I'm telling you, man. If they stay healthy and be disciplined in the game, don't beat themselves. Well, it's gonna be hard to beat these guys, man.
They better not be playing for respect because they ain't gonna get it. So they are.
Well, no, they ain't gonna never get that.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad at the media. Don't get mad at nothing because they only gonna get more deranged. The more you win, the more deranged they get. They only gonna get more and more. They teach. The more you win, the more they want you to lose. It just so as long as they playing to win for them, and they ain't. I want somebody. They're not gonna respect you. We're not gonna respect you. So,
right.
You better not lose because you were swole. Oh my God, they lost. They're gonna make it the biggest thing in the world. So
right.
you're not in a winning situation. So he got to really keep them focused, one game at a time.
Right, one game at a time, man. One game at a time.
Don't listen. They get all of them. They cut Twitter off.
Yeah.
Close it up. Put all that off because
all that social media stuff. Yeah, they got to get off that. Quit reading that. Which is gonna be hard to keep them from. But I looked at that video today when Cameron, Simeon Craig, and Travis Hunter gave they talk. Things on Uncle Nita, the pregame show.
Yeah. Them boys hurt, man. People don't know, man. Yeah, I know they're not doing 2 days. Like we used to do 2 days and even 3 days sometimes. And people don't know how painful camp is. You lose. I know we used to lose 15, 20 pounds easy. You're gonna lose in just 3 weeks. You're so hot, it's so much work. You gotta do it. You tired, you sleepy, you hurt, your body aching. Y'all looking at this stuff on like it's entertaining, but they using their bodies, so they sore. You just put equipment on for the first time in some months, your neck sore, everything sore. You ain't just lifting weights, you sore from hitting your knees, your calf muscles, your groin, your hamstring, everything hurt. Your feet hurt, everything hurt. And you practicing every day. Boom, boom, boom. Because you're trying to get your body ready for a long season. But you don't want to overdo it because you don't want to put too much wear and tear on the body. So the coaches just being smart. Plus, they ain't doing 2 days. So that's what they was discussing for people who don't know football. They was discussing the mindset, Coach Prime, because not be, I'm not liking what they're saying. It's scary. What they was saying was Coach Prime and the coach was talking about y'all complaining and stuff. Them boys' body hurt. Their body hurt.
Right.
And they say probably verbalizing it. And that was what they was addressing.
Oh, okay.
If you ain't never played football, especially at that level, man, it's no days off. You can't call in unless you can't come in. Like if you go out there and you sore, you still got to go out there and compete. Sore. You ever ran on something sore and you got to cover Travis Hunter and your legs, your thighs sore, your calf muscle sore?
I think I got that video too. It ain't got no music behind it. I don't need no copyright. Let me see. I think I got Neely.
We're going to get better today. We're going to win today. Play by play, down by play, down. We're going to do that today. We got that?
Yes, sir.
2 dogs that I know on. Cam, come here. Travis, come here. You got him today. You ever seen him sensitive?
No. Hey, man, it's the best opportunity of our life, dog. And we don't realize that, bro. We sit right here and cry about stuff that you don't supposed to be crying about, man. This is the best opportunity of our life, bro. I hate to see it, bro. I hate to see people not have this opportunity and they want it so bad and we got it and we won't do shit with it, bro. Come on, man. We got the best opportunity in the world, bro. There's a million kids in the world that's grinding, going to practice every day to get here, and we get here and cry about it, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, how we gonna do this, bro? If people back in the city where y'all from, bro, that count on y'all see y'all on TV, but if they knew how we go by day, hour by hour, they'll be like, what the hell is you out there doing? That's real talk. Even me, bro. Even me. I talk to y'all, but I'm talking to myself too. Because I take this shit for granted sometimes. That's why I need people on my team to come to me and be like, you bullshitting today. You ain't bringing it today. You ain't bringing it to me today. I ain't got one person. Ain't nobody said nothing to me yet, bro. I done bullshitted 2 practices back to back, missing run fits, missing plays. Ain't nobody saying shit to me. Why not? Why not? Because we don't want that accountability, bro. We just want this shit to feel good and look good. We don't really want this shit for real, bro. We do it because what? We play football because what football do for us, we don't love football. You gotta love football first. You gotta love this shit first, man. It's about football. I'm sorry, coach. Forget all the social media and all that, man. This shit about football. At the end of the day, I love football more than I love the Instagram. I love football more than I love the money. I love football more than I love these girls, bro. I love football first. And that's how we gotta get to. We gotta love the football shit first. Then all the other stuff gonna come, bro. Shit.
But see, you looking at a guy who came from Jackson State. See, it's a difference.
You're hungry, man.
Yeah, he come from Jackson State. He did a couple years at Jackson State. You know, you got these facilities. The way he said, sometimes I take for granted. Because sometimes you get familiar with stuff. But all he got to think back, when we was at Jackson State, we didn't have these facilities. We didn't have no indoor facility. We didn't have no training room like this with all the pools. You walk through pools and all that. So he got that. But when you only been at, top programs or you came out of high school, this is all you know, you can take stuff for granted in life. I mean, that's anything, and they just getting a reality check because when you tired and when your body hurt, now you see what you really made of. It's a whole different ball game when you got to go up against Travis and Shadoze and you hurt, your body hurt, aching. You ain't no excuse. You got to compete. When you tired, it's all of that. It's not just. I think when people watch football, they watch it from a perspective of everybody's 100%, 100% mentally, 100% physically, emotionally. They don't see people as people. Like they don't know. Like Jimmy last year, his dad was in jail. Whatever they said some stuff going on. Some people act like they knew some stuff was going on. Whatever going on at the house. All the way across on the other side of the country, mentally and emotionally, you got to block that out as a kid. Then you got hamstring issues. Then you got pressure to your team at falling apart. All of that is mental. That's why they usually have a sports psychologist and all that somewhere around. All of that affects you. So you got physical, you got mental, you got emotional, and that's what he really describing. People out there complaining because they're young, they don't know how to process, so they probably making complaining.
Yeah.
Man, I'm tired. Man, this getting on my nerve, and they just venting, I guess.
Yeah, man. It just, they going through a lot, man. Away from home, from the family and friends.
This week to account though, man. Your body hurt. Your body hurting.
Yeah. Like
You
Coach
just got
Prime said, what's your why?
Huh?
Elaine, well, I can't pronounce their name, man. It's Alan Naya. Like Coach Prime said, what's your why? I was just reading their statement.
I mean, but you got to put yourself through it because you don't know what you're gonna feel like in week 6, week 7, and you
be the
just
crucial part of the season too.
You hurt. You ain't gonna never be after that, after camp and in the season. You ain't gonna never feel perfect ever again until the off season when you get out. Your expectation is not there. Nagging pains, tweaks, because you hitting people with your body for a few hours in a game. Then you got to practice. You got to do it again the next week, and you're doing that for what, 12, 13 weeks. That people got to understand that. So when you see people sometimes people ain't tackling because they hurt. They missing tackle. They probably my shoulder already.
I guess last year was a lot of people hurt there.
It was. Have you ever had a sharp? I don't have times where I just move my arm and it feel like somebody stabbed it. Just moving. Ain't somebody hit nobody. When I played ball, I remember I had some sciatic stuff going on in my lower back. That's before I knew about chiropractors and all that. My legs used to go numb. just sitting still or walking. Just no, I couldn't feel my legs for about 20, 30 seconds. Like numb, like you hit your funny bone, that kind of weird sensation. Just a movement. When I used to hit squats or tackle. So sometimes in my mind, I had mind games going on where my mind will say, "Boy, you get hit hard, boy, you gonna lose you gonna be paralyzed," because it just felt so weird. I didn't know if I hit somebody the wrong way, what it would do, because it was doing that just because. So I fight mentally. And then sometimes I will be running and my legs will go out. My legs just go out. Ooh. While I'm running, I'm covering people while I'm running. One of my legs will go out. It is like a switch go out, and I'll be running. So that mentally played. I was scared to sprint because sometimes when I ran hard, it would just. So you got all that stuff going on in these guys' head that you might be like, "Oh, why he out there playing timid?" He might got a tweak in his shoulder. He might be playing with a little tweak where he's scared if he hit it the right way, it's gonna feel like a truck ran through it. Like Xavier Weaver played last year. He needed surgery. He messed up his draft and all that because of the off-season surgery. But he played the whole season with a messed up shoulder. And he a receiver. Imagine him being a linebacker.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. It's a physical game, man. So hey, man, I wish the best.
That's not a full injury. That's stuff you able to play through. Like sometimes you got injuries where like I fractured my fibula. I was out for weeks and weeks and weeks. But sometimes you got stuff like a pulled groin.
It's hard to play through that.
You just don't recover. That's how I fractured my fibula because I tried to rush back on the field and I favored one leg over the other and stuck one leg too far out and it got clipped while making the tackle. So, people playing through injuries, and then if you go out there with an injury, it'll cause a worse injury. We favoring it. Or you go out there and hurt the muscle worse than what it was already hurting. All of that goes in behind the scenes. So, like last year, we had a lot of that with, I know Stockmeyer was out there getting burnt. They say he was hurt. Robinson, we had a lot of hurt people out there trying to play. Big Washington, Savion Washington at the tackle was playing hurt. When you play hurt, you can't perform. Then you got that mental component. Like you're not all the way confident. You hurt. So you're not all the way confident in your movement and everything. All that play a factor.
Wow. Yeah. All right, Greg. That's about it for me. I get in. I gotta make this day in the morning, man. Just want to say I appreciate you coming hanging out with me again on this Thursday. Let people know what you got coming up, brother.
Well, hey man, we doing what we do here. I told you we had some things coming here. We got the unified strength movement going here. We're starting some things up this week. Like I said, I'm keeping y'all informed. All right. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to Greg Said It. We're gonna be live this Sunday. Back at it. And I just got a feeling between now and Sunday, we're gonna have some way more information. Just like you said, it never gets old with Colorado. So like you said, we only 21 days away. So buckle your seatbelt. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it's gonna get here quicker than we think it's gonna get here. But like I said, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Y'all don't mind once again, hit the like button and subscribe to both channels if you haven't. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us, and we just want to say a good night to each and one of you, and we'll see you on next Thursday. All right?
All right.
Y'all be blessed. All right, partner.
All right.